Iver, 22 a million. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Taking a Break with Kazu, and today we're reviewing Bon Iver's new album, 22 a million. I understand how exciting this is to many of you out there. It's already been 5 years since his last record, Bon Iver, Bon Iver. Bon Iver is a folk project led by Justin Vernon. He's not just some dude with an acoustic creating some soft tracks, but musically he's very diverse. He has that high-pitched voice that's pretty recognizable, and his tunes can range from something that's super ambient to some super grandiose production with various instruments. In the past, he has contributed vocals to Kanye West's My Dark Beautiful Twisted Fantasy, and have collaborated with artists like St. Vincent and James Blake. He's also a part of Gangs and Volcano Choir, which are more experimental, so the guy is very eclectic, and his work is very praised and even won a Grammy for his self-titled album. I wasn't a fan of 4M forever ago. I don't really dig his voice that much, and musically I thought it was okay. I tend to enjoy a record like this too, but I don't know, man, I wasn't vibing to it. However, I did enjoy his second album. I thought the guitar arrangements were really cool, and I was definitely feeling what he was doing at the time. One thing I like about Bon Iver is the fact that he keeps his record short, and all of the albums are around 10 tracks and ranges somewhere between 30 to 35 minutes. Which is good because I don't need to hear that shit any longer. I'm just kidding. All I'm saying is that he focuses on keeping his record concise and wants something that's best for the listeners. This new album is 10 tracks and around 34 minutes long. They did experiment quite a bit with this record because it doesn't sound like their older stuff at all. They have gone more electronic with the use of autotune and sampling. It definitely feels like this is Bon Iver's version of Age of Odds by Sufjan Stevens. There are a few songs on the album I thought was cool. The first song, 22 Over Soon, has a few voice sample playing in the background. It might be over soon. I like the way he used the silent part of the sampler to kickstart the guitar, and the sax solo flowed really well with the music. I would say 33 God is the banger on this album. As much as I'm not a fan of his voice, I actually like his vocal melody on this track. Also, the arrangement was cool, and I like that shimmering synth that comes in to end the track. 29 Stafford Apartment is a beautiful acoustic ballad with a nice string section. It's strange, when he sings the chorus, it reminds me of that Ultra Light Beam-esque vocal autotune where it's so layered and grand. But I thought it was unnecessary to distort that last part because it felt like the track was clipping. I like the build-up in the track 666 Upside Down Arrow, especially when the bass hits and the thunderous drum beat intensifies the track, and the horn section creates this warmth during the chorus. So that's what I liked about the record, but the rest of the album was boring. I feel like Justin decided to take the Kanye Life of Pablo approach and try to experiment with many different sounds as possible. For example, that song 715 Creeks. This is basically Justin singing into a vocoder, but man, it sounds so much like James Blake. I was liking it at first, but then it made me realize, wait, do I just like this because it sounds like James Blake, or... Also, I thought it was unnecessary for Justin to use the vocoder in the first place. He already has a distinct voice, and just adding another electronic layer to that does not work for him, in my opinion. On 10 Death Breath, I'm sorry if I don't know if I said that right, but Justin is again doing the vocoder vocals, and in the background there's this distorted drum beat that's continuously playing, and the sound doesn't mix well, and it was very distracting, and to me it didn't transcend any emotion. The sax solo at the end of 21 Moonwater felt like Justin's attempt of trying to do something more avant-garde on this record, but I really didn't see the point of it. Since this felt like such a filler track, I think Bon Iver should have skipped right into 8 Circle. And now for the track 8 Circle, it wasn't horrible, but I felt like I was on a plateau, not really getting anything from it. Only part I thought was cool was when the horns were like just playing solo and it came back all together to create this bassy sound that went along with the beat. Track 45 and the last track, Million, same thing. I also felt very much on plateau, finishing the record with this feeling of, oh, okay. Tracks on this album felt somewhat unfinished and not as solid as the self-titled record that I actually enjoyed. I feel like he created a track and put small things here and there to add variety of sounds, but like I said, I wasn't digging him using the vocoder at all. He already has this voice that naturally sounds like it's filled with effects. And that's not a bad thing, it's an ability that Justin Vernon has, and that's totally great, but overall I wasn't head over heels with this record. Bon Iver's not a one-trick pony, and Justin can make countless types of music that can please people, but this album did not work for me. Just to let you know, this review is biased because I wasn't a huge Bon Iver fan to begin with, but I'm always willing to check out more stuff from them, so I'll give this album a smaller medium K. I may not have enjoyed it, but did you enjoy this record? Let me know why, and also recommend me more albums to review. That way I could take more breaks, and I like breaks. So yeah, that's it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.